Okay, hello everyone. Good morning. Sorry for
Hello.
the slight delay. It's Sunday, we're a little behind. Tired. I don't know. I know there's a bunch of you in the chat, so I'm just going to kind of say blanket hellos to everybody. So, hi. And then, of course, we have Erica, aka Colors, joining us today.
Good morning. I guess it's
Yes.
morning for you.
Yeah, for me, it's like lunchtime for you.
It is. Yeah, it is.
They're making breakfast downstairs right now, and I'm like, that smells nice. That's all right. Mommy's just streaming. It's fine. But yeah, so for this lovely Sunday, as you guys know, some of you may not know, but there is the 2 weeks with Kirby that has been hosted by Shannon. Oh, I forgot to add that to my description. I will do that later. But yes, so a lot of us colorists have been coloring Kirby. Now, some of us love Kirby and like it's no big thing. Others need, a push, such as a tag, and that would be me.
That would be me as well.
Yeah. So I have embarked and colored more Kirby than I think I'll probably ever do in my life. I mean, I've definitely done more pages of Kirby than I've done in 5 years of coloring, so that's got to tell you something.
Yeah.
But
me too.
You too? Yeah. I'm like, I've never done this much Kirby. Whew. So it's a good thing. You have a package to send me? Okay. I have an address in my description, maybe. Should still be there. If not, I'll get with you later, but that's very sweet of you. So yeah, today we're doing something a little different. The reason I didn't say it was a buddy color in chat is because both Erica and I were like, well, we don't want to like start a buddy page now.
It's almost the end of the month.
Yeah, it's like the end of the month, end of the event. And yeah, we just didn't want to commit to that because we both knew we wouldn't finish. So instead, we agreed that we would both color from the same book. So we're doing Mythomorphia again for me. I don't know. Have you done any for this event in Mythomorphia?
Yes, I did this one.
Oh, that's right. That's super cute. Yeah, I'm not going to color that one today because mine won't look like that. So we're just gonna not. But yeah, I forgot about that super cute one that she did. Hi, Emma. I saw you, Emma. I'm saying hi. Hello, Emma. Hi, Emma. I said it several times. So I missed her last stream, and I'll never live that down. So yeah, we're gonna color in the same book. I really like Mythomorphia. I actually ordered myself a second copy. So I am on the fence, but unfortunately both pages I want to color are double page spreads.
Yeah, that's what I kept picking out too, and I'm just like, I don't know if I want to do that, but I have a couple of them that are started, so I'm thinking maybe I should just
do it.
Continue.
I know. I kind of want to do this guy here. I mean, he's not as crazy of a double page, but then the other one is crazy.
Yeah, that's a ton of stuff. So on that page, I would definitely get out my markers and just use those all over the place. Like there's no way that I could do that on a pencil. I would go insane.
I'm using watercolor pencils today, so that will help a little, but not a lot.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to be using the TBCs, which I think are funny because most of us call that like, our to be colored.
Yeah.
But this brand goes by TBC, also known as the Best Crafts, but it's like $18.99 for 48 watercolor pencils, and they're really pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at the colors.
That's nice. Yeah.
So they actually are pretty impressive. And so I thought, well, I might as well try them out. So I'll be using those today. But I'm kind of on the fence because when I asked in my women chat.
It is.
Oh, this one?
It turned out so good.
It's not done yet. I gotta do the dragonflies, the eyes. But it's close. And the worms. These random worms. But yeah, I think I've done enough.
Yeah.
I've done a few, like some, I had to keep going back in with Inktense, but we're getting there. So it just has like a few minor details. And for some reason, the minor details, this is the one I wanted to do, but I was like, yeah, I'm not going to compete with Erica on that. So let's do that another day. But yeah, so I should finish that one up this week. I still have my whip here that I haven't finished. The pencils are out. It's just this book has been up here and not in my bedroom. So
yeah.
Oh, I did finish this one though.
Oh, cute.
So
I love it.
I had a bunch of glitter, but it's not showing.
I can see a little bit, yeah.
The whole background is all glittery. So, but yeah, I'm gonna start a new page because the vote on my Whip Wednesday was a new page. So I was like, all right, y'all want me to go crazy? Let's do this. I'm leaning towards this guy because he doesn't seem like he would be as in depth as this insane page. There is another. It's kind of similar to him. That's not as. I don't know. Oh, I don't know. So you think you're going to go with that double page spread there?
I think so. I'm just going to use my Neo colors and get a bunch of base stuff done.
Yeah.
And then hopefully I'll be able to work on this again at some point. That was kind of my game plan, is because the only budget brand watercolors that I have are the Arteza ones, and I already know that I don't like them. So I was like, I'm not using those today. I don't want to mess with them. So
yeah.
I'll go with the watercolor theme, but I'm using stuff I know I love.
Yeah. And you don't have to do watercolor just because I want to do this spread eventually. I'm just not ready. I colored their faces, and that was as far as I went.
I saw somebody post that on Instagram yesterday, I think. And
there's been a few.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, oh, I don't want to. Oh, there's this one too, though. This one would actually be pretty fun.
I have not said hi to everybody, so I'm just going to do that now. Hi, everybody out there that said hi to me. I appreciate you all being here. Thanks for joining us today. And Emma says no, the other one. What does she wants you to do the...
What, you want me to do the crazy one? She would. She'd be like, no, you need to do that one that's like absolutely insane.
Oh, Corey, I was going to do that one too. Look, I got cool plans for that one though.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Ooh. Yeah, I'm not that crazy on mine. I'm thinking I definitely don't want to do this in traditional colors though. If I do this page, I want it in like pinks and purples and crap.
Yeah.
I want a purple deer.
There you go.
So I'm gonna work on this one. Yes.
It's completely different than
no matter what, I knew it was gonna be a double page spread because all of them I enjoyed, but I was like, I don't know which one I'm gonna do.
So I went on Pinterest and got a bunch of images for different pages in this book that I kind of want to replicate. So I've got like, here's that like Foo Dog one. This is the Manticore, which I thought would be really cool with like purples and stuff. Isn't that neat?
I like that one, yeah.
And then this is the Kieran, and then this is the dragon that I've got here. So I attempt to work with that one.
Okay, I need to pull out some new colors real quick because I totally changed my plan of attack, but whatever. All right, then I need 41. And then I want to switch into a pinkish color because everything's better with pink. There's a lot of pinks in this set, I just realized.
And you haven't colored anything? You've just swatched it so far with that one?
I did start a Johanna Basford page, and it did all right. So I think it'll do okay on this paper.
Be good.
We'll find out, though. If it doesn't activate, I'll be like, well, there you go. So, but no, I think it should do fine. Just debating if that's enough. I like to keep it simple with my watercolors and not go too crazy. Because, they don't necessarily come up. Some lift, but that's not like they're going to erase if you totally foobar. That's loud. I'm trying not to be loud. I could use the AFMAT. It could be a lot worse. So let's just be happy. Yeah, I think I'll do this in some pretty colors. Then the background would be fun. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. That's my plan. Okay, let's try these colors. I'm going to zoom myself back in. Oh, no, you're not late. We just started. We started Well, we only started like 3 minutes late, so
A couple minutes late, yeah.
not even noticeable. I mean, whoop. I swear the zoom on this camera is like, wow. But still, okay.
You ready to start? Here we go. We're gonna.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe.
Out.
We'll see what happens. And I am actually using a water brush today and not like any alcohol blenders or anything like that. I'm going old school, as we'll call it. But let's see how this bad boy turns out.
Stardust, we're working in Mythomorphia.
Yes, both of us are working in Mythomorphia. It's just different pages. Because, yeah, we both decided that we could not commit to a body color and it get done. So
no, not at all.
We're like, how about we just do the same book and call it good? So that was the plan. Let's see. 10 pages down. Holy shamoly. I don't think
10 Kirby pages?
Yeah.
Holy
I think
cow.
that's what she's saying. Yeah, I'll end up with what, 5, 4? I don't know. No matter what, that's a lot more than I have ever done. So
well, and then any of the whips that you have, I mean, you can definitely count them as halves, and then once you add those together, they become full pages, right?
Exactly.
That's how that works.
So I need to just go like color a few items on every single page and be like, I've got 20.
Yeah.
There's like some pages that like there's an element I'm just like, oh, I really like, I want to color that. But then everything else on the Kirby page, I was like, I don't want to color that. Like, so it's kind of one of those situations where you're like, this is so pretty, but I don't want to mess with that or that. I just want to color that flower or something stupid, you know? It's kind of how I feel.
And I feel like that's fine, you know? That's if it brings you happiness, color what you want. You don't have to finish a page.
I know. I just hate staring at a pile of whips. That's where I get like flustered. Because then I'm like, I really should finish these. But then I never want to. I mean, I tried to finish a whip the other day that was like 3 years old. And I'm like, I don't even know where I left off. I don't even know what pencils these are. Were these pencils? I mean, yeah, it was quite the... And I've got a bajillion water brushes here. I just grabbed whatever had water in it that was in my art studio because a bunch are downstairs. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going downstairs. So hopefully I have a size that'll cooperate. But it looks like I have a combo of some Prima and then I have some Pentel knockoffs. They came in some set and I laughed because I was like, these look exactly like the Pentel, but they're like knockoffs. So
yeah. I love my Pentel ones. I have several of those, and I do have some knockoffs of those too. But then I also have the Arteza ones, and those ones have worked well for me.
Do I have those ones? I can't remember if I have those. I do. I did just reorder a new set of Kuretake Zig ones because mine
those are nice too. Yeah.
frayed. And then I did order a new set of my Pentels because all my original Pentels have seen better days and they're just getting really grungy and frayed out. I don't know if I'm going to like the tip on that one. We'll see. I'm going to use this Prima for now. But it's all about like every brand is so different with their water control too. That's the thing.
Yeah, that is the tough thing for sure. The Arteza ones are very juicy. Like,
oh really?
Just because it's the push button one too. But so like anytime you get just a little bit of water out, it's like forever. You don't ever have to touch it again.
Is it like the Derwent one? Because the Derwent has a push button.
Okay. Yeah, it's real similar to that. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I hate that though. I'm like, whoa, I didn't want that. What are we doing? And then you're like wiping it off, and you're like, finally. But the Derwent one, I feel like the amount of water that comes out is pretty well controlled compared to some other brands. But yeah. I only have that one. I need to get their full pack and see what I think. Let's see. Hey, Ren. It has been a while. Actually, I haven't seen you in a while. So welcome back. Oh, no. Now that's stuck in my head. Welcome back. Welcome back. What is that from? Oh, my.
Is it Welcome Back, Cotter? Is that what you're singing?
I think so. I think so. I I did not sleep well. Clearly, that's gonna show in today's stream. Ooh.
If it makes you feel any better, my husband watches that show all the time because he like is addicted to Comet, which is like this a TV station that just shows old shows. So it's like Comet or MeTV or something like that. And we'll sit and watch Perry Mason and Carol Burnett and like Welcome Back Cotter's on, and we were watching Three's Company there for a while.
Oh my gosh, those are also. You know what's worse though is like, so to us, those are like classics. Like we grew up with those kind of shows, but then like if my kids see those, they're like, these are like really, they're like practically comparing it to the silent black and white movies.
For sure, yeah.
And I'm like, listen, it's not that old.
Well, and some of them for sure don't, probably aren't necessarily.
Oh well, yeah.
PC anymore. But
some of them though, they're like, I mean, I was even trying to just get my kids to watch. Oh crap! What was it? Oh, my son. I was trying to get him to watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, because it popped up for some reason, and I was like, oh my gosh, I remember watching this, a long time ago, and I was like, you might find it funny. I mean, yeah, it like if you compare it to today's standard, I guess not, but I was like, it's it's clean. There's nothing I have to worry about you watching that's inappropriate. So why don't you try this?
Full House had like that resurgence. They had the reboot
Fuller
and
House.
everything. Yeah, and then Boys Meets World did it too, I think.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, I think it might be Girl Meets World now or something, and it's their kids.
Oh, I didn't see that one.
I can't remember.
I'll have to look. Yeah, because I was just like, this is kind of nostalgic. I mean, he did watch Karate Kid, like the old school ones. And then, of course, he was watching Cobra Kai. So I was like, you can't watch this without watching the original.
For sure, yeah.
Like, that's just unfair. It's disrespectful. Get out there and watch the one that made this. So he watched all of them and he liked it. So I was like, see, I mean, the acting is totally cheesy and awful. And, but I was like, no, you got to watch the original if you're going to watch these knockoffs.
Yeah, Ashley, it is all the shows that we grew up with, right? It's like, it's just stuff that is 100% nostalgia on the MeTV channel.
I like now though, excuse me, I have a frog in my throat this morning. With streaming now, at least you can access all those old shows. Back when it was like only cable, you just didn't unless there was like Nick at Night when they would go backwards. But like now with streaming channels, they actually like bring back all those old ones, and you're like, thank you.
Evelyn says they redid Doogie Howser. I've not seen that yet. That would be interesting to see.
What is it? Is it still called Doogie Howser, or does it have a different name?
I was in love with Neil Patrick Harris when I was younger. I thought he was just the thing.
It's not going to work out with you two ever. Sorry, dear.
Yeah, I'm all right.
He was a cutie, though. Still is, actually.
Yeah. He's so cute. He's really he's on Instagram a lot, and like him and his husband and his kids are always on there, and they're just adorable.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll have to take a look. Let's see. Green Acres came on. Oh, how funny. Green Acres.
Yep, that's one we watch quite a bit.
That would be a good one. There's so many good ones. All this crap my kids watch now, I'm like, what are we watching? This is garbage. I can't handle this. But then I think, my parents probably thought the same thing. But we didn't have much TV growing up. Because, I mean, back then it was cable and my mom couldn't afford it half the time. So I didn't, like, watch a ton of TV. But now it's like you don't even have to have cable. It's just you can buy the streaming channel or packages or...
Ashley, you did a theater workshop with Neil Patrick Harris. That's so cool.
Like you met him and everything.
I would have lost my mind.
That would be cool.
Have you ever met somebody famous before, like that you knew who they were and you really liked them and you actually met them? Have you ever done that?
I haven't. I haven't actually met a famous person, but I sat across the aisle while waiting at LAX. A Christian Bale was sitting there, and I'm like,
Oh,
but yeah, I didn't say anything because there was two big burly guys sitting next to him,
right.
and he was just sitting there, but he had a hat on, and I was like, that guy looks a lot like Christian Bale, like. And then, like, with a second, he, like, turned, he wouldn't take his hat off, but the second he, like, turned and he got that side profile, I was like, oh my God, that's Christian Bale.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God. But, yeah, like, I wasn't about to go up there and say anything because I'm a scaredy cat. But it's okay. I got to stare at him for, like, a half hour waiting to board my plane. So,
Yeah.
The live version.
I haven't ever actually, like, had conversations with any famous people, but I did have, like, this, it was just like this instant visceral reaction when I saw somebody that I knew, like, because we were, and it's not even, I mean, it was just like a Critical Role, one of the guys on Critical Role that I watch, and he was jogging around before one of their live shows, and I saw him coming, and I literally, like, jumped out of my seat and was like, oh my God! And then later I'm going, why did you do that? Why did you act that way? There's no reason for you to lose your mind.
That's why I didn't approach Christian Bale, because I was like, I will embarrass myself right now. But we shared the same oxygen for like 30 minutes, so I consider that a meeting. But that was years ago. I'm trying to think now. How long ago was that? I haven't been on a plane in forever. I'm trying to think, why was I even in LAX? I don't think I had my girls. It was just my son born at the time. So yeah, that at least a decade or so. Oh, how sad. Oh. But no, I can't say I've actually met anyone famous. I know my father-in-law did some work for Ty Burrell, from Modern Family.
Mm-hmm.
And actually worked in his house and like hung out with him while he was doing the job and everything. And he was like, yeah,
he'd be a cool guy.
Yeah, he like acts like just everyone else. He doesn't even act like, he's famous. He's just like, hey. And he even went to my father-in-law. I was like, what can I get you for lunch? And he was like, wait, what? Because he was there working all day on like some IT security stuff for him. But yeah, it was just hilarious because he's like, yeah, he got me lunch and he like sat there and chatted with me in his office. And it was just like as if I was we're both regular people, yet that was like Ty Burrell. And he's like, and my father-in-law is so like chill too. So when he tells the story, he was like really like chill. The guy never gets excited. Like his voice just always. So I'm like, dude, how did you like stay so calm? I would have been like, why, yes, Ty, I will eat lunch with you. But he actually lives
Ty
out
Burrell.
I know, like he lives in Salt Lake City though, so well, at least I should say one of his houses are in Salt Lake City because I don't think any of them live anywhere specifically ever. But he owns like a bar out here. At least he used to. I don't know if it got eaten up with COVID, but it's funny. He's like, he enjoys Salt Lake, and I'm like, you do? Okay. It's not common, but I get you. Let's see. Does the drummer of Korn count? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, and they don't have to be like an actor. Artistes of all kinds.
Yeah, I would have loved to have like not had the crazy reaction and been able to just treat them like a normal person.
Nobody can do that though. It takes way too much like self-control. I don't know. I don't have it. But I get you. You want to go back in time and be like, okay, now you're going to breathe this time. and you're not going to come off like a crazy.
Yeah.
I get awkward in those situations. I mean, I get awkward like just meeting non-famous people in person. So gosh, like what do you expect me to do when someone famous or like someone that I really like who's famous, I'm like, I don't know what to do here. I'm sorry.
Oh, Leanne went to school with Chris Stapleton.
Ooh.
That's pretty cool.
Nice.
I'm sure there are a bunch of other stories in there that we missed, but
I know, yeah. The problem is see, this is why I need to not work with activated mediums, because I'll be so busy activating it, I can't look up from my screen.
same.
I can't look up to my screen, not from it, to it. But I'm almost done activating this one, and then I can. I might need to zoom in, though, because the camera's not picking up all the pinks and stuff. Or maybe it is. I don't know. It has like a nice flowy thing of pink and lavender and dark purple, but on my screen, all I see is purple.
I see a little bit of pink.
Yeah, it's just not popping through on camera. But I want to add more because it's there. it's there. All right. Oh, you know what? I might need to add some blue. No, he's going to be purple and pink. Let's not complicate it. The artwork itself is complicated enough. Peter, Chris, and Ace Fraley. Wow, I can't talk. From Kiss and Rob Zombie. Let's see. Spending the day with the Osmonds. Wait, like you literally spent the day with the Osmonds? Did I miss something? Because that would be cool. Very cool. I'm going to add a little more light purple and pink up in here. He needs, this isn't going to be he, it's going to be a she. I'm giving her blush right now. So she is now, yeah. It's a she. Or a he that really likes purple fur. I don't know.
Yeah. I was going to say, because normally stags
yeah.
are not. But he could totally like pink and purple.
This is Mythomorphia. It can be whatever the flip it wants to be. Okay.
That's right.
I mean, come on. We've got mushroom people. We got people, that like assemble a mountain. Like, is there really a rule here? In Mythomorphia land, there is, in fact, female stags. There
you go.
I've made a rule. But yeah. Oh, speaking of, so the giveaway today will not be done on live stream because I did that last week. And I want to give people a chance who, can't pop in on a Sunday to get something. Especially, all my lovely friends in like Australia. And then just those who are busy on a Sunday. So, like, I want to give a chance to those who can't make the live. So we will be doing it after stream. So what will happen is when the stream ends, oh my gosh, the tip on this thing is huge. Like, by that I mean long and awkward. After the stream, I'll post the giveaway stuff in the description. And then we will go from there. But yeah, one person will win a copy of the book again, and then one person will win a set of the TBCs.
That's pretty cool.
I'm going to actually cut the tip of this. I don't like it, so I'm going to make it shorter. Because this thing is like freaky long, and I don't like the way it's curving. But yeah. Live stream. I like to do them on live stream, but I feel bad for those who can't like actually make it because then they're like, oh. I mean, I'm doing literally nothing on the weekends, but that's because during the week I'm bleh. So, but I know everyone else is. There's people that are so swamped on the weekends or work, so I get it. I'm like literally giving this a haircut right now. It's kind of funny. I would move my book and show you the artistry of shortening and the nib of a water brush pencil, but really there's no art to it. You're just taking some really fine scissors and cutting it till it's much shorter. Oh, that's so much better. There we go. I think that'll work much better. It was just too funky before.
Okay, I can't tell if this part is like part of the dragon or if it's part of the background. Like right in here, this little area is so hard to like figure out.
And it's hard. I can't tell. Can you hold it up closer to the camera? Because it's like.
Is it still in focus? It's like right underneath his foot.
Right.
Above the purple part. I don't know. I can't tell.
I can't either. I was freaking struggling. Like, I swear, half the time that little tree man page I did was me going, is this a branch? Is this a leaf? What the heck is this? So it's just like, so yeah, that's the one thing about Kirby's artwork that kills me is like some pages I think would go a lot quicker if I wasn't like sitting there going, what am I working on?
Yeah.
But that's just, I guess that's part of the artwork, right? I mean, he's got so many complicated like little facets that you gotta work your way through. This is awkward, but yeah, there's sometimes I'm sitting there like, what the heck is that? Did notice this one though, like some of the hidden objects aren't as annoying. Like I don't have a telephone just up in my way, but I must say I would love him to re-release like some of his older ones without any hidden objects. Like go back and do like revamps, you know?
Yeah.
Because the artwork is so pretty, but those stupid little things, like, I mean, I've got in this one, I see a candlestick, but I might be able to make that one work because it kind of fits naturally. But is there anything in the down here? Actually, it looks like just the candlestick.
Yeah, some of the
so
times,
far.
like in this one, it's kind of like, I mean, I feel like maybe this little square thing is supposed to be, because everything else that's in here looks like it's just part of the image.
Yeah. That's the problem. It's like I'll sit there and see like, okay, this hidden object I could totally like fit into the theme, but sometimes I'm like, I don't know what to do with like this pen that's like in the middle, or yeah, I'm trying to. There was a lot of the pages I picked in this book to color, minus this one, had the playing card in it. So on one of them, I just literally colored over it. I was like, this doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
It's just not here.
Hey, Shannon.
Hi, Shannon. The dreaded dragon. I've always wanted to color the dragon page and then the unicorn page in this book.
Oh, I did the unicorn.
Did you?
Uh-huh.
Because, yeah, I've always been scared of the unicorn. Oh, yeah. That's so pretty.
This one's my favorite, though, for sure. This one that I did.
Cute.
Yeah, I love this one. Love it. I love it. Okay, back to the thing.
So much. Like, you know, when he releases his combo books, you know, that show the artwork from other people.
Uh-huh.
I'll sit there and be like, well, then I'm like, you're almost pressured because you're like, I don't want to color that page now because I've seen the potential and I don't have it.
Yeah.
But I mean, like what some people do to these pages, I'm like, but it doesn't even look like, what the heck?
Yeah.
It's magic. It's witchcraft. Let's see. You like the doodles? Sometimes, like, the doodles work out, right? And, like, yeah, you could use gel pens and you make them gold and pop out. Other times, though, like, when there's something stupid, seriously, the telephone one irks me the most. I'm like, why is there a telephone in this pile of flowers? Like, I don't like that part. But, it's kind of like with the mythographic ones, you know, they were really heavy on the hidden objects. And then they finally listened when everyone was like, okay, we're kind of done with this. So they just stopped. Thank God. But I mean, there's so many pretty pages. I just feel like sometimes those hidden objects, I'm like, you're kind of in my way. You're ruining my creativity because constantly I'm just stressed out. Like, what am I going to do with you?
Yeah.
I don't want to make this huge pretty page and then have that popping out.
That's why I started in the mythographic ones. Why I started just covering them. I'm like, forget this.
Tanya, how do you really feel about that telephone? It makes me mad. I don't remember which page it was from Kirby, but yeah, the telephone one. I think it was in a different book. I was just like, oh, screw this. I'm done. I'm not even going to try. I don't even know what to do with this stupid phone. I have, however, noticed that the ink on his pages does erase with the electric eraser.
Really?
So you can erase it enough to where you could cover it up with something else and no one be the wiser. So, just fun fact.
That's good to know.
Yeah, I figured that out way late though. But yeah, if you have something that's just like really obnoxious or just something you don't want there in that page, just erase it. But it's kind of, you have to be careful when you erase. I should always put that disclaimer out there because if you do too much, you're going to ruin the tooth of your paper. So
yeah,
I gotta be a little.
My page here.
So you're just basing it in Neos, but what are you going to go over it with?
I don't
know. Something.
Pencil of some kind. I'll probably do markers on like the little images that are in here. So like in the branches and stuff that are in there. And I really enjoyed using my polychromos pencils on that giraffe page that I did. So that might make another appearance.
I haven't tried polys in here, but I think they would work good on the paper. I do not like these knockoff Pentels, so I'm going back to my Primas. Might have to have one of my minions skip their glorious breakfast and bring me my good water brushes that are downstairs. Because I have them all downstairs because I was working on that Inktense page, and I was like, I'm going to lay in bed for this. I'm tired. Because it was just repeating the same colors over and over, but I'd like fill in a chunk and then activate it. But, oh my goodness, did that take a while. All right. Hi, Pickle.
Hey, Pickle.
Okay, I think maybe I should add some dark blue. I'll wait till it's all dry. Choices. The problem is like half the time I'm like, this page should go quicker because I'm using watercolor pencils. But then I'm like questioning the colors I'm using. So that's what takes forever. I'm like 5 minutes later, I picked one color and then I'm questioning that color choice. I'm like, You have to look up the name of this one. What this page is actually called. It's more fun to name them yourself, but when I go to share them on Instagram,
the white stag. I think yours is the white stag.
Well, yeah, definitely not going to be white. But yeah, it's like when you go to share them on Instagram, you're like, ah, crap, I have to actually know the name, I guess. Especially because the artist gives you the name.
Yeah.
Oh, I hear dogs fighting downstairs.
I hear something, yeah.
Did you hear that? Yeah, that's great. Harper's a little moody right now. Poor thing. She's been through a lot.
Really soon.
I sure hope so. She's finally let out of the kennel more. But like, so apparently she does not like Indy, and Indy's the one that was hurt with her. And I think she like legit is holding like a doggy grudge or something.
Oh.
Anytime Indy comes near her, she just like is freaking mad. I'm like, and I don't know, maybe it's because like Indy got injured with her and Indy was like totally fine, within a week or two.
Mm-hmm.
And so she's like, screw you. I don't know, but they're button heads and they weren't before. But What's funny is they'll like be straight up fighting right now, and then seriously, when they all finally just pass out, they're always like laying like on top of each other. So I don't know. They got some crazy love hate thing going on. And I'm like, But yeah, it's interesting. But they'll go into full out like dog fights, and I'm like, okie dokie. And I tell the kids, I'm like, you can't jump in there. Like, I'll jump in. I don't want you guys jumping in. Like, maybe your brother, but nobody else. Because I don't want them to accidentally get bit.
Yeah, it can get scary for sure.
Yeah, and they won't hurt the kids, but they would accidentally if the kids reach in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, nope, don't intervene. The easiest way is to honestly just get out the squirt bottle and spray them, because they both are just like, oh. It's kind of like, like there could be kids fighting and you just hit them with a hose and they're like, calm down, and then they stop. Yeah, huskies don't like the water. At least mine don't. So you spray them with a spray bottle and they're like, what the heck, woman? But they stop fighting, so I'm like, all right, there we go. Problem solved.
I'm not sure I'm loving the way this is going, but
I like the colors. It's got like a nice pretty pastel, so I'd love to see once you like shade it out how it comes looking.
mm-hmm.
Let's see, maybe Indy sparks Harper's PTSD. Yeah, that's kind of what we think she does. But no joke, huskies are very dramatic, and I legit think she also holds a grudge. Like, because they are very dramatic creatures. Like, Scout held a week-long grudge against me because I let Indy on my bed for 5 seconds. So I was punished for like a week for that decision. I mean, it's seriously nuts. The lengths of their drama. Oh my gosh, these dogs. Like, they put their head, now all 4 of them know to just stick their head on the bed while you're sitting there and stare at you with their head resting on the bed. Because they know that they're not allowed on there, so they'll just stare at you. And it's very awkward. Because you're like, no, you can't get on my bed, but then they're just staring at you with these little puppy eyes, and you're like, go away. Yeah, Scout taught them that. And so they all do it now. And I'm like, ugh. You can't even sit there in peace watching TV. Take a drink of water. Oh, actually, I gotta mix it. I put one of my water cube or flavor water cube things in there, but when you have ice in there, they don't melt evenly. So sometimes you accidentally like suck up a piece of that water cube, and you're like, ugh.
Yeah, like all that concentrated flavor is probably not.
Yeah, it's not very. I don't recommend it. It hits you hard, is what it does. And then you're like, I need to drink more water to fix that. But because they're like chalky and they like dissolve, but the concentrated version is whoa. So I have to shake it up. All right, come on, purple stag. I'm gonna have to put in the description on Instagram white and then purple in parentheses.
I think it's gonna look really cool. I really like what you're doing with that.
Oh, thank you. I may have to. Nice thing is these do go over one another quite well. Like, they can go back and shade. They're not too scratchy for like, considering it was like $18 for this 48 count set.
Yeah.
I honestly thought like these were going to be like a piece of crap or something. I was like, you see that price point and you're like, well,
yeah.
But then you use them and you're like, well, look at you. They're not as smooth as Albrechter and like, Grand Ash Museum, but I mean, come on, like, gotta lower your expectations on that one. Oh, no worries. Lurk and work. I do that during all the weekly streams. I'll watch weekly streams, but I'm working. sometimes I don't even say hi because I forget. I just pop in and then I'm like, oh crap, I gotta get on this task. So I'm like legit just lurking in the corner. Although I've noticed, so I put my Google Chrome on like power save, or not power save, it saves on RAM. But what happens is, so every tab, if you don't have it like actively up and working, it kind of goes to sleep. So the other day I was watching Shannon's stream and I was like, dude, she's not talking like at all. And I was like, oh, is my thing wrong, or is she just like sitting there coloring in silence? So then I clicked on the tab, it refreshed, and she was talking, and I was like, oh crap. So like I can't switch tab. Like I have 3 monitors, and even with it live on that one monitor, it was like it just mutes itself. So I see everyone talking, like I see the chat moving, but it was like she was silent, but she wasn't. It just like that's its way of going to sleep. So I'm like, crap, now I gotta turn that feature off, because otherwise I can't listen to it while I'm working. But yeah, for a while there, I was like, man, she's being really quiet today. Like, I wonder if she's just really focused. She's hyper focused on that Kirby page or something.
It looks like you're getting in trouble.
Oh, what did I do now? Oh no, what did I do now?
It's not me, because I'm totally the nice person in this relationship. So
now you're not. Let's see. I mean, I'm just wondering when these two decide to take their love affair public, how good they are. Yeah, Melissa has always been secret. Gosh, guys. Hey, I told Emma, I was like, I need to escape to the UK, and she said she would give me a tent in her backyard. So this is payback for that. I don't camp. So there. I can't even escape to the UK unless I want a tent and a bucket. I get a bucket for my restaurant.
I can't wait to see Emma's face when we both show up and ask to stay. Hi, we're here.
Yeah, I think I want a divorce. Oh my gosh, Emma's gonna forever hold it against me that I didn't make it to her premiere. Listen, woman, you have no idea. Okay, that's Saturday. I was like in Erica's for maybe a whopping, I don't know, 5 minutes.
No, she was there the whole time, Emma.
Shh. I was not. Stop making it worse. And then I had to go drive children and run errands, you know, these things we have to do as adults. So yes, I missed her premiere because by the time I got home, I was like, oh crap. And honestly, I'm surprised I didn't get much, you know, crap from it or about it then. But no, she waited till a live stream to give me crap about it. So I see how it is. Shaming me in public. I know Erica was there. Oh, I'm not getting the bucket now? See, come on, at least give me a bucket. I mean, I'm already suffering with a tent. Jeez. Besides, Erica and I are both probably going to have to go on vacation at the same time because our daughters are going to reach their peak at the same time.
Oh,
so,
Lord.
Yeah, we're just going to show up at your door.
We're
all up in there.
We got to go.
Yeah. We're not even going to give you warning either, by the way.
Nope.
I have your address. Don't worry.
We're here.
Yeah. Because if we give her warning, she'll find a way to get us, you know, not let us come. So we just need to like just show up, and that is the plan. So we're just gonna like pop in and be like, so about that, how's it going? We're visiting. I don't even care about seeing the sights. I just want to get the heck away. That's all. I just want a safe place to go that doesn't have a teenage daughter and all that next to me. Oh my gosh. I already told my husband. I was like, we're going to have 2 of them. I will be gone a lot. Mom vacations will be happening. Erica, I expected better of you. I am not high maintenance. I'm rather moderate maintenance. I'm not going to say I'm low maintenance, but I'm moderate.
Emma, I've been hanging out with Corey too much. Or it's just the fact that, you know, the quiet, nice ones are always the ones that you really have to watch out for.
The quiet, nice ones. Those are the ones that get you every time. Oh my gosh. I think our white purpley stag. I'm gonna wait for that to dry before I keep adding because I don't want him, her, it, they. I don't know. Whichever round we want to go. The thing here. I'm thinking I still want to add blue, but I'll wait till it dries because it's so hard to tell. And I'm not using a ton of water because I have noticed Kirby's pages take a lot of, like, good amount of water, but they do eventually say, yeah, no more.
Yeah.
So I'm going to, I guess I'll work on the water down here, but I need to put my little plastic sheet through that. Or, so like for the branches, I don't want to be other choices. Maybe I could do those in like just purples. I think I will. Not, I guess they're not branches technically. They're his or her horns, but I'm going to stick with purples, I think. So I'm gonna need that one. Ooh, maybe number 20. Yeah, that's fine. Number 20. Totally telling myself. I'm like, these don't come with names though or numbers. So that is the one downside. You have to number them. But the new ones might. I don't know. I swear every set I've bought that had no name or number suddenly does now, and I'm like, oh, for Pete's sake.
I'm gonna turn this completely upside down so I can. I'm running out of room on my desk.
Oh my gosh. My art studio, like right now, I opened the door to come in here to stream and I was like, oh. So behind me is like a whole stack of diamond paintings. Yeah. And I can't put them away yet because I need to get the other ones out of the closet so I can organize it. And then my desk still had like ink tents everywhere. And I've got a whole stack of watercolor crayons on the other side. I mean, I don't know what's going on, but yeah, definitely just probably an example of my life right now. We're just all messed up at the moment.
Well, I mean, some things have to give, and it's better your office than you.
True. Although, like, I walked in here and I'm like, oh, screw it. I'm not streaming in this environment. But I was like, no, I got it. That's okay. Focus. Just don't look behind you, to the side of you, or anywhere else. Just look down at the page you're coloring on. But no, I do need to clean this thing this week because I'm just like, ugh. What is going on? I need actually a nice, yeah, I am going to add a blue to this. Where's that 37? That's going to be kind of, yep, that one. Wait, which one of us is moderate maintenance?
You,
Me?
You said it. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. So you agree that I'm moderate maintenance? Is that what you guys are saying? Because I really don't feel I'm high maintenance. I mean, I literally asked for just a bathroom privilege. I was going to take the offer of the tent, but no bathroom is where I draw the line. That's not unreasonable. Girl needs running water. And like I said, I don't camp, so I'm already sacrificing with a tent. Let's see, staring at 3 options for one more Kirby. I may just put them on the floor, close my eyes, and throw a pencil and pick one. I think you should do that, actually.
I think that's a good way to do it.
Yeah. And let us know what it lands on. That's actually that's why I have for my channel buddy colors. Oh, crap. Thanks for reminding me. I I just had my daughter pick it because otherwise I'd be there for years. I even installed one of those spinny apps on my phone.
I have one of those, yeah.
And like I do that when I'm like, oh, I don't know what I want to color. But the problem is it'll spin to something and I'm like, I don't want to color that. Like it's spin again. I was like, isn't this defeating the purpose? I don't know.
Well, it's the same thing. Like when I ask, I'm like, okay, can you guys pick out a page for me? And I'm like, no, I don't like that one. Pick another one. No, I don't like that one. Pick another one.
So, yeah. It's kind of how I feel like when I do the spinning app. I'm like, and I went through the hassle of entering every single artist and book. And then I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do that one. So I'm like, okay, this is really helpful. But that's why I had my daughter pick the books for the buddy colors. But there's been times where she'll pick them too, and I'm like, oh, I don't want to do that one. So I'll have her pick like 8, so I can narrow it down to 5 that are like sort of appealing. And I'm like, why do I even put her through this? Like she's probably sitting there like, Mom, I could do better things with my day. But I'm just like, I don't know. I can't. It's almost like I need someone's suggestion to reject to pick for myself.
Yeah. Yeah, my family now just looks at me. They're like, no, I'm not picking.
Yeah.
You never do what we pick.
Like, I swear this time I will, though. Like, today will be different. I swear. And then they go and pick something like, they pick a Kirby page. I'm like, wait, no. What are we doing? I told my daughter, though, for May, Kirby's off limits. Because I was like, okay, see this artist? I did a ton of that. So we're not doing that for any channel buddy colors. But
no, I'm going to be doing mermaid again. So
yeah,
all of my pages will be mermaids.
I've got my pre-mermaid nail. Oh, come on, camera. Pre-mermaid nails on.
Oh, cute.
Since they'll overlap into May. But then I'll be doing my usual mermaid nails too. I have like the same style I use every year, but it's because it's my favorite. Don't fix it if it isn't broken. I'm just adding blue in here and we'll see what happens. I may or may not like this, but I've got like now freaking 5 colors for these antler things. So I guess I'm going for like an ethereal look. I don't know.
God, I'm making a mess. Holy cow. Just knocking things over all over the place.
As long as it doesn't stain or anything like that, you're good. All right, I need to add a little purple. The other day, I like totally knocked over my paint cup, which I thought was impossible because of the design, but they're going to get a word from me of how it can be possible because I knocked mine over and I was like, all over my desk. Can't decide. I think it's this purple. Oh, there we go. Much better. Much better.
Emma, the only time I color the mermaid pages is during May. That's about it. Unless it's like the little Hannah Lynn ones where it's just barely a mermaid. Otherwise,
like
I'm just like,
fin.
Yeah. Otherwise, I don't really do them anyway either. But I like to draw mermaids. So
Yeah, these pencils are working out pretty well, Dee. Actually, I'm not shabby on this paper. Melissa, are you asking how Erica and I met?
Corey fell in love with me, and then she slid into my DMs.
That's so wrong. So wrong. Oh, dear God. I mean, we could make up the best of stories, because, Oh, my God. I think, let's see. I think did I meet Erica or Emma first?
I think you met Emma first.
I think it was Emma, yeah. Now Emma's going to get mad because I questioned that. I'm sorry, Emma. I'm sorry. I mean, at least I'm not calling you guys Elma today. I could go back to that.
Come on, you had to go there.
Did she tell you how special you are?
Yes, that was the hook line there.
Oh my gosh. Yep.
She made me
I
feel
always
so
start that.
special.
Of course, yes. That's how it began. What can I say? I know some when she stole you from me. Oh goodness. You know, I must say she didn't like resist being stolen, so seems like she was pretty much on her way out. Just saying. Just putting that out there for you.
I'm pretty sure Emma was one of the very first people to like reach out or comment on my stuff too. On my YouTube stuffs.
I'm just laughing. Some of the things they type.
I'm getting so much trouble.
I know. Emma, are you currently typing a nasty Instagram message to me? I love you. I love you. So there is so much going on, okay? I try to keep everyone happy. I'm trying to think. I could see. Yeah, I think it was Emma I met first. So much for the loyalty.
I'm just a sucker for the attention. That's all it is.
It's true. She gave in quite easily once she got attention. I mean, I'm sorry. It's just that's how it went.
Compliment me a couple times, I'm in.
I didn't even have to woo her with chocolate. I mean, I probably could have added chocolate, but there was no
chocolate would have helped for sure.
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking, next time when I'm looking to woo, I'll add chocolate. But I mean, we all got to learn from somewhere, so. My gosh, how long it's going to take to do these little horn branch things.
Whew. I don't know what else I want to do on this. This is starting to...
I think it looks pretty, though. I like the color palette.
I think it's, I really like the image that I pulled, like, to try to, like, pull those colors from, but I don't know what to do, like, in the background now.
She's not underappreciated. Oh my gosh, I even sent her a message the other day telling her how much I missed her. Did you forget to tell everyone that, Emma? Gosh, I'm the one doing all the hard labor in this relationship. Always reaching out. And then I get a tent.
Right, I'm gonna grab some Tombos, I think, and then
for basing it.
Yeah, because I just don't want to mess with anything else right now. I'm just trying to get something done.
I mean, you have like quite a bit done.
No, I just don't. Okay, that's the one I want. I don't want that one.
My thing is, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I got way too many pencils off this side of my desk. Why do I have that? I wonder how well these would activate. Oh, no, they're all downstairs. I was going to say with my Tombow colorless, but it's kind of hit or miss with watercolor pencils, which ones do well. I did pre-order the ink tints. I mean, they don't release until the 24th, so I don't know when they'll actually come here.
Did you get the whole set, or did you just get the colors that you don't have?
So Colt pens had that like 28 count that comes in the Derwent roll or wrap. And I did that because I already have the other ones, and it's gonna take ages to get through them. So the new tin is pretty. I don't need all of them again.
I
And I
missed
know
that.
a
I
lot
didn't
of
see they
them.
were I didn't see Cult Pens had that set.
Oh yeah. What is it now? It's been a couple days, but they had launched that 28 count, and they're sending it in like an official Derwent wrap, so it's kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know. Like I'll see when they get here. I already know there's quite a few that like overlap, or they're pretty close to one another. But I got full scent syndrome, so.
Sorry, I just saw what Emma typed.
What did she type now?
To be transparent and fully honest, she did tell me she misses me, but that's what all cheaters say.
you bitter woman. Oh,
That's so funny.
I love you. Love you, my dear. You make me laugh. If nothing else, you make me laugh as much as you make me cry. Okay? Let's see. I need something here because this, it's still wet though. That part of the thingamajig is just not. You got the Cult Pen set, the 28 one. I like that they're sending it in a Derwent, like official Derwent wrap. That's kind of cute. It holds like, I don't know, 32 pencils or something to that effect. I didn't really bother reading the text because I was going to buy it no matter what, so they didn't really have to sell me. But yeah, I know quite a few are some overlaps, but I am excited about a couple of the colors they added that were really missing from that initial 72.
Yeah, I haven't even looked into it yet. I want to get them. I just haven't.
I mean, it's okay. So that set of 28 with shipping, because I didn't qualify for free shipping, just ordering that. Let's see. I spent, I think it was was it 53? Yeah, like 53 and some change. It wasn't awful, but obviously they'll be cheaper eventually. But still, I was like, eh. And you can order the them open stock too. Like if you watch some of the reviews and see which ones are close to one another and you're like, oh, okay, I don't want that one, you can just go get the ones you want open stock. But that's not me. I don't care if there's overlaps. If they overlap, that's great. Then it's a spare. Let's see. Cult Pens. So they're based out of the UK, but they ship internationally. They're really good though about shipping. I've gotten quite a few products from them.
I've ordered from them before too. They're pretty good.
Yeah, and they package really well. So they do a great job, and they actually care about their like inventory. So they make sure to like there's no defective crap coming your way that you have to go through the hassle of returning. Because oh man, could you imagine returning through customs and all that? I'm like, never mind, I'm good. Let's see. I did see I haven't gotten the new colors from Prisma yet. No.
Are they even out yet?
I don't know. Are they? I'm not in a rush because I'm just like, well, I've got a bajillion Prismas, but I know they're excluding them from sets because they're just using up until they're completely gone. But hang on, I saw something.
I'm just the worst with any kind of like news about the coloring community. Like if it wasn't for you guys on here, I would not know. I would know nothing. I feel like there's some kind of community newsletter that I just got left off of. Everybody knows the news, and I'm like, what?
It's usually like Instagram stories, like people's Instagram stories, or Derwent's Instagram own stories is where I first saw that they were like doing new colors, and I was like, oh, well, look at you, Derwent. Yes, Emma, I didn't mention the collaboration, but it was kind of like, well, I wouldn't say last minute. We did plan it a week ago. So I don't have that there. I just kind of space cadeted on mentioning it. In all fairness, I set up the thumbnail and the stream yesterday. At what, like noon?
Yeah.
I literally had to drag my butt to the computer just to do that too. I was like, oh crap, I really need to get this over to Erica. So Aw, cute sticker. Thanks, Pearl.
Oh, that's nice, Pearl.
I'll start forwarding the super secret info onto you, but she also said Dory and then corrected it. Sorry. Shannon says you keep digging yourself a bigger hole, working your way right out of that tent. She instantly offered the tent, so I knew where we stood. It's fine. I'll just go show up at Debbie's house. She'll take me in and not require a tent. I have like zero plan with how I'm like mixing these pencils together. So if anyone was curious about that, there's like no thought process, literally. I'm just like, yeah, this looks good. We'll put the pink on this one, we'll add the blue on this one, and done. So
thanks,
no
Melissa.
strategy. I don't have a spare room. It's a craft room. I'm sure you have a couch.
You could just like pile up the coloring books and sleep on top of them. That'd be a nice little bed out of those.
Exactly. And we know you got like 500, so you could build a bed literally for Erica and I each and have books to spare. And your bookcase would get a vacation too. So you know what? That's what you're doing. Erica's process has me in awe. If you close your eyes too long, she's finished a page. And then she's like, and done.
And done. All right. I'm going to do blue in the background, I think. Not on the clouds. There's just so much going on down in the bottom area of this page. It's just like...
I know that one. I've seen it done a few times, but I've just never done that one myself because it's quite busy. Like the thing I want to color is the big old freaking creature, but that's about it. Like I'm not ready to tackle anything else on there. Okay, this does not want to get on the paper, so the paper's about to give on me in this one spot, but I cannot leave it with this big fat blue mark there. I need something else. There we go. But I've been looking on Instagram and seeing all the ones Erica completes. She's like, and done. Here's another one done. I'm like, holy crap.
Well, to be fair, a couple of those were works in progress. Like they already had some of it done. Yeah, and Melissa, I was pretty surprised at how fast that giraffe one went too. Like it just kind of came together.
The elephant one was pretty quick too.
Yeah, they both. And I don't know if it was because I kind of planned a little bit ahead of time, like what I wanted them to look like, I guess. I don't know.
Melissa, I'm using a mishmash. So I've got two Prima marketing ones. I'm trying to find where my other Prima marketing ones went. And then I have these ones that came with some cheap watercolor pencils, but they're Pentel knockoffs, and they're definitely knockoffs because they don't have the same water control. They just look like them. They don't perform like them.
Melissa says we don't talk about the elephant page. There we go. Well, one of the... I'm going to tell him. Sorry, Melissa. On the elephant, like as I was coloring, I realized that I had colored part of the elephant's leg or tree. It was like a tree. I had colored it as part of the elephant. And so I fixed it on the video. But then like everybody in the comments was like, that's totally, I totally colored that as the elephant. And so now the elephant has 6 legs and...
It's a Kirby book. He can have 6 legs. That's what's great about it. Although that version of book, he was kind of going for more realistic, so... But still, it's fine. It's fine.
It's just
it looks pretty.
Yeah, It's just an elephant that just grew an extra leg. It's all right.
I mean, there are elephants with extra legs, I'm sure, out there somewhere. Trying to see. I wonder.
I'm seriously contemplating taking my glasses off so that I can not have them being. I'm wearing headphones, so it's like digging into my.
Yeah, that's uncomfortable.
Wondering how blind I will be. How terrible my page will look if I'm completely blind coloring.
All of a sudden, she's very out of the lines.
Although my eyes are doing that thing now because I'm getting older where like I have to, I've done it a couple of times and I've stopped myself every time where you like move the object like closer to you and then farther away. Like you have to focus, like manually focus it. And I'm like, no, it's not time yet.
I was promised 20 more years of good eyes. What are we doing? I know I should be wearing like my glasses more, and I'm so bad about it. I just leave them in the car because I'm like, I have to have them when I'm driving. Otherwise, well, yeah, I can't see crap. But I just hate wearing them. I don't know. And I don't get headaches if I don't wear them. But for my, like, straining my eyes, it'd probably be smarter to put those bad boys on.
I was gonna say, like, even with all the work that you're doing on the computer, you don't have to.
No, because I always get this confused. I'm nearsighted, so I can't see far away very well.
Yeah.
But like at my computer, I have to wear like I wear the blue light blocking glasses, to help with migraines, because otherwise I would get them a lot. But it's just so uncomfortable, and I swear they cause a migraine on their own just from, I don't know, the weight on my ears. It's gonna sound weird, but like I swear my ears are like sensitive to things on top of them. Because like even if I wear, say, sunglasses for too long, I start to get like a cramp on the top of my ear. I don't know. It's weird. It's like my head can't handle the weight of what, like all 0.5 ounces. I don't know. Erica's page is about to go downhill. Why?
Because I'm going to take my glasses off.
Oh. Never know.
No, I just took them off. There's no way I can do it.
Oh, is it too hard?
I am too blind. Unless you guys want to see the back of my head and none of the actual page.
She's like, hang on, I gotta go in for a Zoom. And then you just see her head. And that's my thing. I'm always like trying to not, because I lean over my pages even though I don't, I can see up close. It's just like fine details like this, for example. Like I want to be, I don't know. I feel more confident when my nose is like right up on it.
Yeah.
But when I'm filming, I'm like, all right, people probably want to see the picture and not the back of my head. I mean, the back of my head isn't bad. It's not too bad to look at. When I brush my hair, I guess. There's days I'm like, this is too much work. It's fine. I can't tell. I'm struggling to remember if I activated part or not. Oh, I hate these pages when they go like right into one another, into that seam. Ugh.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
There's some artists that really like, have you ever noticed? I'm trying to think of one off the top of my head, but I can't. But there's some artists that like take into account that it's going to be printed into the middle, and so they adjust the artwork.
Yeah, Johanna Basford started doing that.
Yeah, she started to, but someone else was doing it before that. And I was like, oh, thank goodness. Like, thank you for understanding that your artwork, like, straight up, right there. But I'm trying to remember who it was. Because I remember I was doing, like, a flip through, and that's on camera, and that's when I noticed, like, oh, hey, check it out. Like, they knew it was going to get cut off by the middle, so they adjusted things over, and that's pretty nifty. Because I love double page spreads. It's just I really hate when I have to like sit there and jab a pencil in there or break the book just to get in. Put just add a dash of this, a dash of that. They're all pink and purple. They'll work.
Mm-hmm.
I had to get bifocals a year ago. Talk about feeling old. Oh, I am sorry. 44 is not old though. You young. So young. Although I always say, like, the more kids you have, you get to add like 5 to 10 years, depending on the kid, to your age.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, Leanna, I'm 45, and like I said, my eyes are starting to do that thing. And yeah, if I get added age for my youngest, then holy moly.
I know, I'm pushing retirement with mine. I'm ready to retire. Too bad Social Security does not agree with that. I think they should, though. Like, for real. My kids have aged me. I feel like I was a grandma. Aw. I mean, glasses these days, though, like, no one knows you're wearing bifocals. They make them so sleek and awesome. I just think of, like, the bifocals like my grandmother used to wear, and I was like, whoa, what are those things? Practically were like goggles. I do need to get new glasses though, but that's like the hardest thing to decide, because I'm like, I'm gonna be stuck with these for like 10 years at least.
Yeah, mine are I need new ones. My like that coating that's on the front of them, I don't know, whatever it is, UV coating or whatever, it's starting to peel off now. I'm like, yeah, it's definitely time to get new ones. I feel like I've been seeing okay, but
what will I do for the background? Probably gel crayons. I don't know. All the other backgrounds I did this week have been all Neo colors, because I already had them out from the grand battle. So I was like, might as well use them. But yeah, I think I'm probably gonna do some gel crayons or something. Color wise, not so sure, because I'm debating how I want to get all these flowers and crap done too. So I don't know. Maybe I'll just break out some pastels and call it good, because those are so much easier. Just put them on the page, spray it, and you're done. It's like, and over.
yeah.
And my pan pastels have not been getting a lot of attention lately, so I feel they need some love.
I still haven't used my pan pastels.
Not like once?
Not ever. No.
Oh my gosh.
And I only have the portrait set, and
that's the best one to use.
I know. I did see Emily Illustrator use hers recently on a page, and I was like, that kind of inspired me to get them out, but I was like, but I got Kirby right now. I can't do that right now. So then by the time I feel like I've got time or whatever, but I need to use them.
Let's see, Emma, you could do your flowers like they're white lights. Oh, that would actually be kind of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Stop being creative. Just kidding. I'm like, that's actually a good idea. That's what's going to be, Emma. Now I'm just going to send you all my pages and you decide what they're going to be. Save me the hassle. So the flowers are going to be little white lights for my not white stag. Now the leaves, on the other hand, I don't know. I mean, I literally picked this page during the live stream because I couldn't decide what I was going to color. So clearly my planning is not there with this one right now.
I think once I finish this blue, I'm going to switch to another page. I know that I'm not feeling it.
Some of the pages can just be so mentally overwhelming that you have to take a break. Like even the one I was doing with ink tents, like it was simple, but it was just like the same thing over and over. So I had to take a break and work on something else because I was like, I am about to lose my mind. But like I still have that other page to finish in Prismas, which I'm excited to do because I actually like how Prismas work on this paper. They're nice.
Yeah, I do too.
But I just have to be in the mood. I'm like, do I feel like coloring that much right now? Because I got like, I don't know how many colors I've added to that tree on that other one, but a lot. So I'm like, I made it more difficult than necessary for myself. I could have probably gotten away with 4 colors and just smushed them all together, but no, why? Let's go crazy. She is medium maintenance. Do the leaves in light blue. That might work with my white flowers.
Yeah, that would be pretty.
And I've got a crap ton of Posca that needs to be used so I can outline my flowers so that they're not just sitting there standing out. Let's see. I've got to like actually iron a page because I did another page with Neocolors, but so much water. And normally I just sit there and like flatten them between books, but this bad boy is not going to flatten. It needs like an actual iron. I was like, oh man, this one's not going to work.
I have never done that.
I've only ironed like twice, and one, I mean, the biggest reason is like I never know where our iron is because that's my husband's job. Like, because I purposely don't buy clothes that require me to iron them for me to wear them.
Yeah.
But he has to occasionally iron a uniform for special, events and stuff. And of course, I made it very clear when we met that I don't iron, so he'd probably want to do that himself. So I don't even know where the iron is like 90% of the time. So I just don't iron the pages. But there's those times I'll come across from like, ah, crap, I'm going to have to iron this one. So I'll be like, honey, where'd you leave the iron? Because it's not obviously going to be in the place where I know I stored it when we moved in. But yeah, it's just too wrinkly. I've had it under a stack of a ton of heavy books and my weights for working out, because that's the most action they ever get, is flattening pages for me. I'm literally thinking of putting an Amazon review about that. Like,
that's too funny.
These worked great for flattening my pages. Perfect weight. Because, like, that's the most action they get.
Oh, that's
I
hilarious.
don't lift them. Lifting them's too much effort. I mean, come on now. Actually, my son started using them. I got mad the other day because I was looking for them because I needed to flatten a page. And I was like, where did these go? And he's like, well, I was working out. I'm like, buy your own. These are for my art.
All right, what else we got to do? We got this guy. I don't like the scary pages in this book. I don't think I can do those.
So, like, those ones I think, ooh, I might want to just change them to something not scary. Like just use happy, pretty colors and be like, no, you're not scary anymore.
This one's about as scary as I can do, and I still never finished it.
So that one looks so cool, though. I like that background. Use a cast iron Dutch oven if you can't find your iron. I do have a Dutch oven. How do you use do you just heat it and lift it up across your page? Because we have tons of cast iron. My husband's on a cast iron cooking kick. Oh my gosh. I want to be able to I hate washing cast iron because you have to clean it off and then you have to make sure you dry it because can't ever leave any water on it.
We're gonna do this one. Emma, there's absolutely no way I would ever rise or watch that movie. Absolutely not.
See, I don't do scary movies though, so that's
Mm-mm.
my problem. I'm
Nope.
a wuss. Like even scary TV shows, I'm like, I can't go to sleep now. That's why, like, when that new Stephen King book I really want to read, but I'm like, is this one gonna keep me up at night? Like, am I gonna everything that goes bump in the night scare the crap out of me? So that's my problem. I'm a wuss. I admit it.
I'm
I'm not
100% a
ashamed.
wuss.
Yeah, I can't handle it. Like, but I was like, I'm so much of a wuss. I couldn't handle watching like Stranger Things just because
Yeah.
that level of like, and that's not my son watches it, and I'm like, no, I can't watch this. Like, there was a scary monster thing that just flew by. I don't know. Yeah, that's my level of wussness. Okay, so that's the scale we got to keep in mind.
I mean, there's been episodes of Doctor Who that I've been too scared to watch.
I haven't watched that one yet.
Oh my gosh. A couple of the ones from the years that David Tennant was the Doctor, they're scary.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I don't know. I wish I wasn't such a chicken. You know, my kids would probably respect me a lot more because they're like, hey, come watch Stranger Things. Like, even my daughter, who's 11, is watching it, and she's like, she's normally like me, you know, like anything slightly scary keeps her up for weeks on end. But
Yeah.
she's like, Mom, come watch this. This is so cool. And I'm like, no, no. So I think I've lost her respect. But I mean, that was kind of happened anyway. I mean, she's at that age.
Yeah.
So
It's coming.
yeah. It wasn't, it was just, I made it happen a little quicker, I think. Oh, I like that pyramid page. So many fun pages. You know what
Yeah, this
Kirby
book is
needs to
good.
do? I know he's like not doing books anymore for a little while, but it'd be cool if he like just did one big monster, like put them all in one book for us and just call it a
I mean, I
day.
feel like that's kind of how Mythic World was. Like that one has a lot of things that I am never going to color, and I can't hardly even look at the pages. Like they're just too much for me.
Yeah, the Mythic World one I wasn't over the moon with. I like Worlds Within Worlds a lot. It's just I can never like it's one of the ones that made me like be like, okay, maybe I can handle this Kirby guy and his work, but I can never like I sit down to go color them and I'm like, I don't know how I want to tackle this one, you know,
That's
or
been my problem with that book too.
because there's so much going on. It's so pretty, and I know there's a crazy awesome way to do it. It's just not coming to my mind at the time I'm staring at the page. I'm like, so I put it down, and that's why during this event, like I pulled out all my Kirby books. I realized I'm missing one. It's one of his older ones. I can't remember which one it was that I was like, oh crap, I don't have that one. Not that it's a big deal because it probably has doodles and stuff, but I was looking through all of them and I realized Mythomorphia had one where I was like, oh man, like pretty much every page in here I actually like want to color. And like I like want to tackle it, whereas the other ones I'm like, oh, I really want to color this one day.
Yeah.
Like, so
yeah, the Mythic World, there are several really cool pages in there and a lot of them that I like, but the ones that are scary are just like too scary.
Yeah.
It's just too much. Like the one with all the heads. No, I can't. There's no way on earth. And the big spider lady, that's not happening.
Yeah, some of those ones are, he did, I don't know. And like the alien ones, so I know there's so many mixed reviews on his latest with the aliens, but for me, like I kind of look at it as, well, I'm not really into aliens at all. Like that kind of stuff isn't my jive. But like I was just kind of looking at like the fun opportunities for like galaxy stuff and
yeah. And you know, I hesitated on getting that one, but after seeing everybody's pages through this event, I'm just like, yeah, I can see myself coloring in that. It looks really
like,
cool.
I just plan to tackle it. You know, I'm not going to tackle it with like a whole alien crazy colors. Like I'm legit gonna make like a pink moon or
Yeah.
make the alien, you know. That's how I'm gonna go about it. But yeah, because normally like space agey stuff isn't my thing. But then I also knew, oops, I didn't activate. This was one of, you know, he wasn't gonna make books for a while. So I was like, oh, I really want to get that one then. But does anyone know, like, is he just taking a break or is he like legit done for goodsies?
That'd be really sad if he's just done.
Oh yeah. I mean, I could see like maybe he's burned out on it, but I know he's taking a long break, but I was just wondering if it was a break or if he was like legit like never going to go back. Emma likes the alien one. You would.
Yeah.
You
Well,
would.
her page turned out really neat. You know, that one premiere that you weren't there for was really cool.
Bad. I was talking about like just turning on someone on their channel. Etiquette. Man. See if you get invited back. Just kidding. Love you.
Mm-hmm.
See that? She can say mean things, but I still love her. That's a solid relationship. It's healthy. Leslie likes the spaceship scenes rather than the aliens. I mean, I like the spaceship ones in Alien Worlds, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've loved all. Like he's so talented, though. Like I just love the way he's
not even on
creating.
Camera. Sorry, guys.
Oh, you're fine. I just love everything he does. And like I said, I don't always find myself like reaching like I want to color his work, but I'm going to collect his pages, and I could totally frame an uncolored page on my wall and be happy with it because some of his work I'm just like, dang. Like it's just amazing. Yeah, I can't wait to see what everyone ends up doing. I need to like scroll back through my Instagram and see what everyone has posted so far. I'm so behind on Instagram. Like I have, I'm not kidding, like a stack of 20 pages that I need to take pictures of and put on my Instagram. I like have them sitting on my desk and the pile gets bigger and bigger. And so now I'm like, I don't want to tackle that. Like, and then Erica over here, you know.
I just like to do it. I like to take those pictures.
I know, and that's the thing. Like you put up your pictures, and they're so flippin' gorgeous. I mean, the art itself is gorgeous, but then so is your little. Oops, that one totally snapped. So is your little background and all the little doodads you put out, so you make it even prettier. And I'm sitting here like I can't even like put this on my table and take a picture. Like that's literally all I have to do. I'm like, that's too much work. I did do a few. I tried to emulate Erica and do some that were cutesy. And I was like, wow, I don't know how she does this every time. Like, I gotta get out all my supplies and all this stuff.
I have a box that has like all of the little things that I might put in there. And I just take that out and set it next to my thing and take a picture.
So I think the problem is mine is like a lot of my I like things I would put as which props, I guess. I don't know. They're in multiple boxes because they're part of my mixed media art stuff.
Yeah.
So like flowers and stuff are in one because that takes up like a whole box. So I think that's the problem. I have to go through multiple boxes to create one image, and then I'm like, but I do like it because then you can get more out or more of the picture out on screen.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hi, Marilyn. But yeah, I'm really bad about posting, and then I'll like just post and run because I'm like so busy. I'm like, I need to go back and reply to comments. But it's like I post it and then I have to get back to like work or something, you know, and just then I feel bad because I'm like, thank you. 3 weeks later.
I've been trying really hard to stay on top of comments, but that's my I don't know why I can't just respond. Like it's almost like a block sometimes where I'm just looking at it, I'm like, oh, these lovely people took the time to comment and make me feel good, and I can't take 2 seconds to say thank you.
Well, but also, like, you're replying to comments on Instagram and Facebook and your YouTube. So, like, you're not just, like, tackling one set of comments. So it gets overwhelming.
Yeah.
You know? But I hear you. You're like, I literally just need to say thanks.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, well, I mean, I let my comment backlog on YouTube get, gosh, like a week backlogged. And so I kept sitting there like, okay, you seriously need to tackle this now. And then I'm like, no, I'll wait till tomorrow. And yeah, by then I think I ended up spending like an hour and a half just sitting there responding to comments. And I was like, oh my goodness, never again. Don't do that again. So I'm trying to force myself. Where is this one's really crumbly? I might need to sharpen it again.
It's almost like, I mean, it's a little, it sounds so dumb to say this. I know it's not, but it's like anxiety inducing, isn't it? It's like, I mean, sometimes I just don't know what to say, you know, and I don't want to say the same thing over and over again. And then I like overthink it. And I'm like, you know, I want to be clever, or I want to be, you know, whatever. And I'm just like, just say thank you. It's okay.
No, it's because you want to be genuine, and so you're like, I need to put some thought into this. But then I get it; it makes sense to me. Excuse me. I don't. Tristan, Corey.
I think Tristan was trying to figure out who was on streaming and everything. Hello, Tristan.
Oh, hi, Tristan. Oh, okay, I see. So Kelly is trying to explain it. It's hard because I'm looking up at comments when I can, when I'm not activating these pencils. But then I'm like missing part of the big parts of the conversation, I think. So I'm like, oh shoot, what was that? So I've got some of these. I'm making sure I'm not missing any stragglers real quick.
Holy cow. I really wish you guys could see my desk right now. It's just, oh my gosh, so bad.
If I did a panoramic of my studio, like, it's hideous. It's, yeah, I gotta do some stuff. But that's for Monday. Today is Happy Sunday. No chores for me on Sunday. Melissa, can't wait for my next reply, Erica. Now you're on the no reply list. You're just going to get a heart. Like, there you go. That's the worst when you're like, oh, I can't just leave a heart, but I don't know what to say. Yeah, that's exactly. Leave my chores for Monday. I already hate Mondays. I might as well just slap the chores on. I mean, let's combine the misery. Let's not spread it out. So I've got laundry, although supposedly during this stream, my kids should be doing laundry and cleaning the house. Now, I don't know if that's actually going to be what I find when I go downstairs, but a girl can dream. It'd be nice, though, if the laundry was done, because I'm, like, legit behind by, like, weeks. And in a household of 5, you know, Erica.
I know.
You get behind by, like, even a day, you're like, oh, my God, I'm so screwed.
Yep. It's rough.
In fact, after this stream, I'm going to send you a picture of my mudroom, and you're going to be like, oh, my God. My mudroom is not even a mudroom anymore. It's just a clothing sheet towel fiasco. I mean, let's call it abstract art. Yeah, because that's what my kids made when they sorted the laundry in there.
Okay, Emma has said she loves responding to comments, and she loves Mondays. Is she just being...
She's being a little brat because she doesn't work Mondays, and she knows I resent her for that because I don't like Mondays. Who does? I mean, it's flipping Monday, but Yeah, I loathe Mondays at work, and Emma knows this, and that little bee got herself Mondays off, so she likes to throw it in my face. Emma.
Hi, Kelly.
That's why she loves Mondays. Ex-wife Kelly. And she loves to reply to comments, I'm assuming, just to get at you. So I see where we're going with this. I see. Yes, I'll link to Erica's channel in the description. Wow, this one is breaking like crazy. So I do have one defective one in here. But I mean, like I said, it's a cheap set, so gotta lower your expectations. I'll go back and like add a link to Erica's channel in the description, but then also maybe, I don't know, Emma could
Maybe we should ask Melissa.
Yeah. We'll ask Melissa because she's nice today. She says no, was actually just saying I enjoy them, not always an ulterior motive. I don't believe you though. I want to. I really do. Let's see. But yes, Erica does have a channel. It's Elm Colors if you want to search for it. And then if not, I will link. Because I also have to link for the giveaway stuff that will be after the channel. So I guess I should probably be on camera, huh? That'd probably help. But I'll get that all in there. And then one lucky person will get a copy of the book, and one other lucky person gets to play with these pencils, which really aren't bad. So, oh my gosh, tiny lines, don't shake. Thank you, Melissa. Look, Melissa put it in there. That is, oh, you know what? Let me try this new feature on, ta-da! See, I can highlight comments now. Look, Melissa put Erica's thing up there.
Emma, I still love you. I'm sorry, we're being mean. I feel bad now.
Oh, we love Emma. We really do.
Stacy, it's my initials. Elm is my initials.
See, when I first saw it, I thought she had a love for elm trees. But
I do like trees, but
that wasn't the motive.
No.
But I was like, oh, it's still cute no matter what, though.
Well, and then, I mean, I just figured I could use that because then I have like my scrapbooking and my card making channel too, and I've just used Elm Paper Crafts for that. So, or not channel, but Instagram.
Right. No, that makes sense.
It's just easier to just have it all underneath that one title.
Yeah, my initials just don't work. I don't have a middle name, so it's literally just my first and last.
Elmo.
So,
Tanya, I think if you look up Elm Colors, I think a lot of Elmo stuff pops up. Actually,
does it? I'm gonna have to try.
So.
Actually, you know what though? You probably have to do it on an incognito tab because, like, if I were to search it right now, it like YouTube knows that I watch your channel, so you would pop up. But if I was on an incognito tab, it might show me Elmo. Be like, did you mean Elmo? Because that's what we're showing you. My initials are La. You could be La Ti-Da. See, it works.
Jar would be good too.
There's some people with some awesome initials. And then
have I ever told you my mom, like, because my mom's name is Angela Sue. That's her first and middle name, and then my father's last name started with an S. So she always said when she married my father,
She was like, well, that's
They're
not
divorced now, by the way.
all over the initials. I hope not.
No, but yeah, she likes to tell that story.
Oh, that would. Oh man. And you know, there's like kids, you know, like, okay, well maybe not now, but you know, on Pac-Man, like when you would put your initials, people would like put that as their initials.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, there's people who really do have that, you know.
Yeah, Kelly, I changed pages. I wasn't feeling the other one. I just needed something different.
Yeah, this is kind of we're just buddy coloring in the same book, not the same page, so she can dance around to wherever she wants.
Well, and a lot of my pages in this book are like, it's basically a book full of whips, you know, like it's just
Yeah.
whatever I feel like coloring that day.
And you've got like are you using Neos on that one too?
Yeah. I think I saw Dee Dee, what's her name? Willingham, is that it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she did that. She would go through with like paint, like, and just do like backgrounds in the book, like, and she would go through and do like as many as she wanted, and then that way she would just have things like ready to go. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. And then I did that, and then I never went back to the book.
So you skipped a step.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, like that's like I always tell myself, oh, I should go through and do like backgrounds, because that's what I usually save for last, and then I avoid it because I don't know why, but I just don't like doing backgrounds because I'm afraid I'm gonna ruin my page. So that's why I was like, I should go through first, but I just haven't done that yet, and I really should. Just like make a whole book of nothing but backgrounds. But then I'm worried like my vision for that page will change, you know, like I'll do it one way and then months later be like, never mind, I don't want to go that route.
Yeah, I do have a couple of pages. Yeah, a couple of pages that are like that. I have I started the panda page in I think it's Mythomorphia, and it has just this bright yellow background, and I'm just like,
you're like, I'm not down for that anymore. And see, that's kind of why I'm like, I'd love to go through and just do like tons of backgrounds, but then I'm like, what if I decide like my coloring style changes, or I see like cool inspiration somewhere? And then the other thing is I have to kind of like put little notes or like sticky notes, kind of reminding myself what my idea was. Because I mean, if we're talking like even 2 weeks later, I'm going to be like, what was I doing again? I forget. That's the problem with me and whips. I forget why I was doing something. Let's start with this color. Do you want to do an age reveal? I missed something there. I like these purples. I feel like this dark purple could be darker, but it is watercolor. These aren't ink tints. Pyramid page is actually pretty cool. I saw someone post that one on Instagram once, but they did it like in all blues. I'm gonna have to see if I can find that post. It was really cool, the direction they took with it, because it was all blue and stuff, like colors you wouldn't even think of, for a pyramid page, but it turned out awesome. Let's see, look at that. I've got just a bunch of purple branches. Purpley blue branches.
I don't love that either.
This
is not going well for me today.
I think it looks pretty good. Maybe you've Kirby'd yourself out.
It might be. I had a couple of good ones, and yeah, I'm out.
Because how many total have you done for the event so far?
I haven't done that many. I finished, I did one in Mythomorphia, which was a surprise. Like, I wasn't even planning on doing that one, and it just kind of like was like, hey, it's my turn. So I did a double page there. I did one in here. I did one in Geomorphia and one in Fragile World. So it's not, I mean, it's not too many. But
still a good chunk though.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, think about it. Like Kirby pages are a lot of brain work. A lot of brain work. Because I mean, you have to like sit there and think, I think this is a leaf. Nope, that's a leg. Maybe it is a leaf. But then like just all those details. I mean, like this page, I've spent almost 2 hours of this stream just coloring antler/branches, and I still have a whole spread like that goes at the bottom of this page that I have to tackle. So he just has a lot in his pages. So I can imagine it burns most people out after so long, unless you have like a really, really like big love for like his work, you know.
Yeah.
But I admire
Well, it was
it.
like watching what's her channel? My Colorful Country Life.
Yeah.
Like watching her get through the Kirby books was just like, how does she keep doing that? And everyone is is awesome. And
oh, I know. She's working on like completing all of those books too. But she that's an example of someone like loves Kirby's work. So
yeah.
like that's her passion. Like, because we all have like an adult coloring book artist where it's like, oh, I'll color, you know, anything and everything from them and not burn out. But crap, I can't even think who I would say that would be.
I don't have one. Like I have a lot of artists that I absolutely love, and I feel, you know, confident in buying their books, but there's not one artist that I could just sit and color everything from, or only color that one artist. I don't know, I've always been that way. Like I can't, like when I was card making, I couldn't make the same card in bulk. Like I have to change it up every time I make a card.
Right.
You know, dinners, I can't have the same thing for dinners every week. I have to change it up, or I will just not be a happy camper at all.
I refuse to eat. We had this in the last 30 days. I'm so lazy with cooking right now. I'm just like, whatever, guys. Sandwiches. And they're so tired of me saying that, but I'm like, okay, if everyone wants to have a sport over the you know, after I get off work, y'all can feed yourself cereal. Like a woman can only do so much. I just don't have the energy to cook right now. Maybe once this summer comes around and I'm not having to constantly like herd the kids off to school. I mean, their sports will still be there, but won't be as crazy other than the soccer tournaments. Ah, crap, forgot about those. Never mind. Those will be there. Okay, Emma. Thanks for coming.
Bye, Emma.
Have a good rest of your Sunday. And enjoy your Monday off, you lucky, lucky girl. I want Mondays off. Oh, I love when a holiday
yeah, but then
falls
wouldn't
on a Monday.
Tuesdays just be the Mondays? Then you wouldn't, right?
I mean,
like,
it's true. Like, you say they do that, right? Yeah. Don't forget to crawl it in text later. All right, I will, Emma. But yeah, I mean, yeah, if I didn't work on a Monday, Tuesday would become the new Monday. I think that's kind of like the, you know, catch-22. You could totally axe the Monday, but then whatever follows after the weekend or your break off is your new Monday. But I guess the solution would be to just not have to work. Then there's no Monday. But unfortunately, that doesn't work. So, although I don't know, I think part of Mondays too, though, is like the fact that you're like having to retrain your kids who already know how to get up and go to school, yet they seem to forget it in those 2 days off.
Every time.
Yeah. And so Monday, you're just like, oh my gosh, get out of bed. Like, there's this guy on Instagram that does like, he wears a wig and does like the perspective of the mom versus the husband. Or
Is it the guy in the cardigan?
no, he's not in a
No.
curtain. He's usually wearing a pink sweatshirt.
Oh.
His stuff is hilarious. I sent it to my husband because Emma says no, Tuesdays feel like Tuesdays. So it's amazing. Woman. But no, I can't remember his name. I sent them to my husband though, because they're so relatable. Like, so he had this one where it was like, you know, when I had thought I would have kids, I would be this mom in the morning, and it showed like a mom just all composed, like, okay, get out of bed. Here's your lunch for the day, giving him a kiss, you know, like all sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And then it goes reality, and then it's just like it has a bunch of like beep beep beep.
Yeah.
It's like you're about to miss the beep bus, and it's just like, oh my god, I was dying because I was like, that is so my house on Monday morning. I'm like, get out of bed, the bus will be here, go. And then there's tears and yelling, and yeah, and then they get out the door, and you're like, oh, dang it. So yeah, I think that's part of Monday too, is just that hassle. You're like having to retrain everyone, like, okay, we have to get dressed and go to school. You know, that thing we've been doing like the last 7 months. I know it's hard, but it's still there. But yeah, I just feel like Mondays are chaotic. And then by Friday, everyone's in sync again. And then you start the weekend and everyone forgets. So you're like, well, that's about right. So that's why the only thing like I'm really enjoying about like summers and whatnot is just like you don't have to be like, everyone get out of bed. Like you need to do this, make your lunch, you know, or worse, I forgot to make my lunch. Kate, dude, we do this every night. How are we forgetting this? I want to get to summer where I'm like, well, no one cares. You can wake up at 9. I don't have to drag you out of bed and get yelled at or deal with the drama because your pants don't match your shirt or whatever. Whatever reason we're crying today. Like, I swear, like, the worst is when your kids are walking to the bus with tears. You're like, oh my God, the parents think I'm evil or something, you know? Like,
yeah.
And I'm like, listen, you all know what it's like, okay? Don't judge me. But my one daughter, like, just starts bursting into tears over anything and everything. Like, you could just look at her wrong in the morning, and there she goes. So it's like, I have to be very cautious about what I say to her in the morning. So I'm like walking on eggshells. Even if her hair's all ready, I can't be like, go brush your hair. I have to be like, so, did you brush your hair by chance? You know, like I have to just like very gently word it. Otherwise I get tears and yelling and like, oh, fine, mother. How do you keep your coloring book pages from pilling? So for me, I always use a test page first, like in the back of the book, to see if it's like, how much water it takes before it pills, just so I have an idea. So like I'll lay down some watercolor pencils or crayons, and I'll just go at it and see if it starts pilling. But you can also see it starting to, like once it's too wet, you can see part of the paper start to come up a little. And that's when you know, like, okay, stop, like hands off,
Yeah.
let it dry. As long as you don't allow it to pill, you can go back. But yeah, it's just a matter of like using as little water as possible and letting things dry and going back, as opposed to just keep adding water to fix something. Like if something's dried funky and you got a weird line, like neocolors, sometimes they can leave a funky line if you activate them wrong. Like don't keep going over it with water. It's okay to let it dry and then come back in a second layer, because if you just keep adding water, you're gonna start pilling that paper. And once it pills, there's nothing, like you
Yeah, you're
can't
done
go
for.
back. Yeah. So it's better to just go small. And yeah, that means you may be doing the same background for 10 years of your life, or it feels that way. But it will keep it from destroying the paper. Because yeah, I've accidentally made some pill, and then, well, I was like, this is gonna look ugly, so I cover it with Mod Podge that has glitter and kind of seal it up and pretend it never happened. But yeah,
Glitter is the fix-all.
Yeah, that's the only option you got at that point. Marilyn says, I thought I was the only parent on the planet dealing with this. No problem. I think every parent has nightmare mornings. We just don't broadcast it because we're like, because there's going to be that one that's like, I have it perfect. We're like in line, everyone's out the door. Like the 1950s commercials where it's just all happy and everyone's jumping on the bus with joy. That's
For
not
me,
my
it's like a lottery or a random, I don't know what I'm gonna get in the morning every day. Like it changes. Some days it's okay, and other days I'm like, what is happening?
It's like the Exorcist comes
Yes.
out. Yeah, I know what you mean. That's what happens for us. Like some mornings, you just ask a simple question like, "Hey, do you want to tie your shoe?" And they like blow up at you, and you're like, "So okay, never mind. It's fine. It's cool." And you just like back away, slowly. Other days they take it nicely, but yeah, I hear you. It's definitely a hit or miss situation. And that's what's sucky because I need my coffee in the morning. And, like I get up early before everyone. And I'm like asking myself, okay, is this a 2-cup day or a 1-cup day? Like a 2-cup day is needed for when the kids are extra dramatic and I just don't have the energy yet. But then I don't want to be over caffeinated if they're going to be in a good mood. And so, yeah. It's definitely a gambling game, but it also like almost stresses you out. Like the second their alarms go off, you're like, oh my gosh, here we go. What do we got today?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are you overworking it? Yeah, if you overwork honestly, light layers, because right, for example, let me slide this over there. So right here, I've got this little antler. When I first did this, I just did it in blue. And it was way too blue. So I waited for it to dry and I just kept checking. You also want to check the back because if the back's not dry, but the top is, it's still not ready for you to touch it. So check the back as well. And then I just slowly took some more pigment off of the tip of the pencil and kept adding it gently. But like if you're just sitting there working it, you're probably going to pill your paper because these books do take a lot of water. Some
Kirby's,
books,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Kirby's do. Johanna does pretty well. There's others that'll pill just if you like mention the word water. So you have to be like really careful. But that's why I say test on the back of it and kind of see. And don't just assume because it has thick cardstock, it's going to do well with water. Because there's some that are like, oh my gosh, water, and they just start breaking apart. So I don't know what they're made out of, but oof. So just like light layers, let it dry. You can use a heat tool if you're impatient like I am, to dry it up and use it quicker, but definitely give it time to dry and rest and then go back to it. Because yeah, like I said, once it pills, you're done. You can't go back. I've seen people do like some crafty things to try and fix pilling, but that's way too much effort. I'll just cover it with Mod Podge and say it's done. I forget who it was. They used like a paper paste or something like that. And I was like, I mean, if you want to go crazy with watercolor, just slap on some watercolor ground. You could do that. But I hate that stuff. Because if you want to go over it with like actual pencil later, it's not very fun. Like it tears up my pencils. But
yeah, that's the same way. Like when I was trying to figure out how to use like gesso and stuff, and it's the same thing. But I finally figured out if you sand it a little bit, it works better.
Yeah, but again, that's way too much work for me.
It is. It's a lot of work.
It's already enough for putting that stupid watercolor ground, and then you have to sand it. You're like, oh, for Pete's sake. I'm like making a whole craft project out of this one page here. But I mean, like if I was going to do the entire page and nothing but watercolor, and I'm not talking watercolor pencil, but like actual watercolor, then I would put ground on it for sure.
Yeah.
Because I'm not worried about my pencils or anything after that. But yeah, if I know I'm going to come back with pencils or anything, then I'm just going to go slow and steady, which is not my style, but sometimes you have to adjust your style to not ruin your book. So I think I'm gonna, let's see, what time are we at? Oh, it's 12:13. Well then, it's all right. We're at the 2-hour mark, so
Oh, wow.
maybe we'll, I know, fast, right?
Yeah.
Let me zoom out. Like, I literally only did this deer, and I've got still maybe a third left of its antlers, antler branch things. That's not going to zoom out much, but I did get the deer.
It looks really cool, too. I like it a lot.
It'll come across. I have like this big chunk in the center because I need to keep working this way, but when I'm on camera, I forget, and so I'll like work this way, and I'm like, hey, Corey, your hand is in the wet ink. But yeah, I think it'll be good once it's done.
I did a little bit of that, and I did this one, a little bit of that.
You got a lot done on that one, actually. Yeah. I really like that one. But yeah, I think we'll. There, isn't it? What's the blue background?
Here. Yeah.
That's the problem with Kirby books. I'm like, I'm done. Oh.
I'm done. Wait, nope.
And I got crap. There's like 5 million things here. But yeah, I think we'll end it, and so we can go about our day. But oh yeah, Erie books do not take water well. It's the paper, too smooth.
I've had decent luck with the Erie books, but I don't know why, but I use my Inktense in there all the time. I love to use my Inktense in those
I've used Inktense. They do good with that, but like if I'm using anything that requires a couple layers, that stuff breaks down like no other. But it's too smooth.
Yeah.
And that's the problem is nothing's soaking in. The pigment's not sticking to anything. It's just kind of gliding and drying where it glides. Yeah. So that's the problem with Erie. And then you end up overworking it and pilling the paper. So that's kind of a different situation. But yeah, so thanks, my dear, for joining me today.
It was really fun. Thanks for asking me.
Yes. And if Shannon's still here, thank you, Shannon, for
forcing us so much, Shannon.
Get into our Kirby books. And I am going to finish this one. Gosh darn it, before May. Not before the tag ends, because I'm sorry, that won't happen, but I can definitely probably build this out before the end of May. But awesome tag, because it makes us all try our Kirby books again. And then yes, for the giveaway, I will post the info in the description after the stream. Give me an hour or so to get it all together, and then I will probably just do the announcement for winners through the usual, which is my community tab. Wow, that was a rough word today. But thank you everyone for hanging out with myself and Erica. Make sure you subscribe to Erica's channel if you have not. I will put that in the description just so you have it. And yeah, bye everyone.
Bye guys. Thank you.